parallel circuits and admittance. Calculate the admittance, conductance, susceptance for the given parallel circuit. Let's start. First, we will discuss some common parallel circuits such as RL parallel circuit, RC parallel circuit, and RL combination with C parallel circuit. First, RL parallel circuit. The circuit diagram is as shown in figure, where resistor R and inductor L are in parallel with each other, and across that parallel combination supply voltage small v, Vm sin of omega t, that is AC voltage, is applied. This is I is the total current flowing through the circuit, IL is the current through the inductor, and IR is the current through the resistor. From figure, we can write that I is the vector sum of IR plus IL, that is current through a resistor and current through inductor. The vector sum of these two will be the total current. And also IR is equal to voltage divided by resistance, because it is the current through the resistor, and IL is equal to V upon XL, that is the voltage, that is the current through the inductor. Now let's draw a phasor diagram. Here this is the parallel circuit. For R and L the voltage is common, so voltage is taken as a reference vector and it is drawn horizontally with this length from this to this. This is the voltage V, reference vector. In case of R, we know the voltage across resistor, that is V, and current through the resistor, that is IR, are in phase with each other. So IR can be drawn with less magnitude, so less length in the same line. This is IR. Then in case of inductor, the voltage across inductor V and the current through inductor IL are not in phase. So, and in case of inductor, IL lags voltage by 90 degree, so we can draw it in downward direction so that this IL will lag the voltage V by 90 degree. And I is the total current, which is the sum of IR and IL. So joining these 2 points, we will get the total current I. Total current I. This is the phasor diagram for RL parallel circuit. From this phasor diagram, we can conclude that the current I lags voltage vector V by an angle phi. The power factor is lagging in nature, as it is RL parallel circuit, that is inductive in nature, so power factor is lagging in nature. The next circuit is RL parallel circuit. This is the circuit diagram for RC parallel circuit, where resistor R and capacitor C are in parallel, across which voltage V is applied. Small v equals to Vm sin of omega t. This is the total current, circuit current I, and this is the IC, is the current through capacitor, IR is the current through resistor. From figure, we can write that I is nothing but I is equal to IR plus IC, that is phasor sum of current through resistor plus current through capacitor. IR is equal to V upon R and IC is equal to V upon XC according to the Ohm's law. Then we can draw the phasor diagram. Here for R and C element, voltage is common, so voltage is taken as a reference V. Then for resistor, we know current through resistor and voltage across resistor IR and V are in phase, so IR can be drawn in line with the voltage V. This is the IR vector. Then for capacitor, current IC leads voltage V by 90 degree, so for this voltage, this will be the current in upward direction IC, so that it will lead the voltage by 90 degree. And I is the total current, which is phasor sum of IR plus IC, so joining these 2 points, we will get the total current I. This is the total current I, and this is the phi angle. This is the phasor diagram for RC parallel circuit. From this phasor diagram, we can conclude that current I, this is the current I, leads voltage vector V by angle phi. Current I leads voltage vector V by angle phi. So the circuit is capacitive in nature, so power factor is leading. So power factor is leading in nature. The next circuit is RL series combination in parallel with C. Here, resistor R and inductor L are in series. Across this series combination, capacitor C is connected, and across this voltage V is applied. This is the total circuit current. I1 is the current through RL series combination, and I2 is the current through the capacitor. This R and L combination having impedance Z1 is equal to R plus JXL, and this capacitor having the impedance Z2 is equal to minus JXC, because R is absent here, so R is 0. Now from figure we can write I is equal to phasor sum of I1 plus I2, and I1 is equal to V upon Z1 and I2 is equal to V upon Z2, that is corresponding impedances of both the branches. If we want to draw the phasor diagram, then again voltage as a reference vector we have drawn here. Then I1 is the current flowing through RL series combination branch. This is inductive in nature, so I1 lags V by some angle this, which is less than 90 degree. So I1 lags voltage V by angle less than 90 degree. And I2 is the current flowing through capacitor, which is pure capacitor, so I2 leads voltage by 90 degree. So we can draw in upward direction, I2 leads voltage, this voltage phasor, by 90 degree. And total current I is the phasor sum of I1 and I2. So joining these 2 points, we will get this length from here to here, I. This is the total circuit current. This is the phasor diagram for this RL series combination in parallel with C. From phasor diagram, current I is leading the voltage V by angle phi. But this depends upon the values of I1 and I2. If suppose I1 is greater than I2, I1 is far greater than I2, then this current will be, resultant current will be here, so it will lag the voltage V. If I2 is far greater than I1, then current I leads the voltage. If I1 and I2 such that the I is in line with this voltage, then it may be in phase with each other. These conditions depends upon the values of R, L and C. So current in this case may lag also, may lead also, or may be in phase also, according to the circuit conditions. Let's solve one numerical based on this. The impedances Z1 3 plus J4 ohm and Z2 4 plus J3 ohm are connected in parallel across 200 volt 50 Hz supply. Calculate supply current and power factor. We have the given data. Z1 is equal to 3 plus J4 ohm, which is in rectangular form, converting it into the polar form, 5 at an angle of 53.13 ohm. Z2 is equal to 4 plus J3 ohm, which is also converted into polar form as 5 at an angle 36.86 ohm. Voltage is given as 200 volt and frequency 50 Hz. Drawing the circuit, this Z1 3 plus J4 and this Z2 4 plus J4. This is plus indicates that inductive reactance, plus indicates that there is also inductive reactance. So these are Z1 and Z2 branches are connected in parallel, across which voltage V of magnitude 200 volt 50 Hz supply is given. This is the total current I. We have to find this supply current and power factor, this I and the power factor of the circuit. We have this Z1 value, Z2 value in a rectangular as well as polar form. This Z1 and Z2 are in parallel. So equivalent of parallel impedances will be Z total is equal to Z1 into Z2 divided by Z1 plus Z2. This is similar to resistances in parallel. If two resistances are in parallel, then their equivalent resistance will be R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Here instead of resistance we have impedances, so total impedance will be Z1 into Z2 divided by Z1 plus Z2. Putting their values 3 plus J4 and 4 plus J3, we have written here. To multiply these impedances, we have to convert it into polar form. So 5 at an angle of 53.13 and 5 at an angle of 36.86. But there is algebraic sum, so we can write in a rectangular form. This is 3 plus 4, 7, and this is J4 plus J3, J7. So we will get the 2.52 at an angle of 44.99 ohm. 2.52 at an angle 44.99 ohm. This is the value of total impedance of the circuit, that is Z1 in parallel with Z2. This parallel combination having the equivalent impedance of 2.52 at an angle of 44.99 ohm. Then next, calculate the supply current. We know already I is equal to V upon Z. Z is total impedance. So putting their values, 200 divided by 2.52 at an angle 44.99. This is the magnitude and this is also magnitude. So 200 divided by 2.52, we will get 79.36. And here angle is 0, here angle is 44.99 in denominator. So in the numerator it will be minus 44.99 ampere. This will be the required value of supply current. Then power factor of the circuit. Power factor cos phi is equal to cos of minus 44.99, so 0.707, lagging in nature. Next, admittance. In parallel circuit, instead of impedance, we use admittance. Admittance is nothing but a reciprocal of impedance. Its unit is Siemens. Y is equal to 1 upon Z. If we calculate this, putting the values of Z, 1 upon R plus minus Jx, it can be plus, it can be minus. So calculating generally or deriving generally, rationalizing it with R minus plus Jx, R minus plus Jx, we get R minus plus Jx divided by R square plus X square. So R upon R square plus X square minus plus J, X upon R square plus X square. This is the real part and this is the imaginary part. R square plus X square is nothing but Z square. So R upon Z square, this is known as G, that is conductance. X upon Z square, this is known as B, as susceptance. The total admittance of a parallel AC circuit is equal to the sum of individual admittance. If Z1, Z2, Z3 are in parallel, then its equivalent impedance will be 1 upon Zt equals to 1 upon Z1 plus 1 upon Z2 plus 1 upon Z3. It can be equivalent written as Y1, Y2 and Y3 series combination. So Yt total admittance equals to Y1 plus Y2 plus Y3. Conductance is nothing but ratio of resistance upon squared impedance. Its unit is also Siemens. Susceptance is the ratio of X upon Z square. It may be minus, it may be plus. It also measures in majorly Siemens. Similarly, as impedance triangle and power triangle, we have admittance triangle, which graphically relates G, B and Y, that is conductance, susceptance and admittance. G minus JBL, so this will be the real part G, minus, so in downward direction BL, and this is the combination of these two Y, this is angle phi. This is for inductive nature and this is for capacitive nature. G plus JBC, this is capacitive susceptance. This is the G, this is in upward direction BC, and this is the combination Y. This is for capacitive circuits. Let's take one example. What is the value of admittance, conductance, susceptance if Z is equal to 4 plus Jx? Given data, 4 plus Jx ohm, Z, where R is equal to 4 ohm and X is equal to 6 ohm. We have to find admittance, conductance and susceptance. We know Z is equal to 4 plus Jx ohm, so mod of Z is equal to under root of 4 square plus 6 square, we get 7.21, and admittance is equal to 1 upon Z, so 1 upon 721, we get 0.1386 Siemens. Similarly, conductance 4 upon 7.21 square, we get this value, and susceptance 6 upon 7.21, we get this. All about parallel circuit. Remaining will